about a month ago. We did a tribute to Dick Winters here.
Oh yeah,
we
so
had
sad with him passing. Yeah.
Right after we heard about his passing, we did 2-day scramble, and on our Wednesday for the Band of Brothers interviews, we did a 3-hour tribute to Dick Winters, and we had some of the original guys, some of the cast call in. Tim Gray, who's got the Dick Winters Leadership Project going on.
Right.
Give us your thoughts on Dick Winters.
He was a born leader. It's the kind of leader that is a born leader because he doesn't try to be. He just is, and it's not, the respect and love of the other men was not something he ever tried to get. It just happened. It was just effortless, and I think Damien did just a great job of portraying him. It was. I mean, what do you say? He's I'm going to say the obvious, but he really was heroic and rose to the occasion, which in times, and that's the test of a true leader, and the test of real courage is under incredible duress and fear, and someone has to lead, and I think it's something that just happens naturally to some people. But he obviously was the type of person that people, the men loved and respected and would follow anywhere. So, what do you say? I mean, those are amazing qualities.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad we had the opportunity to ask you about that. Now, did you keep anything? Do you still have your boots? A lot of the guys say they still have their boots, but did you keep anything from the set?
I think I kept my one part of my uniform and my. I don't think they gave it to me, but I think I had found online and purchased on eBay or something an original manual, soldier's manual.
Oh, cool.
And I had that with me because it was in someone's. I didn't know who the original owner was, but it was carried by someone in the time, and I had it on me every day. And that's something that and I think my briefcase as well I kept.
Nice. Well, if Sobel was anything, he was by the book.
Right.
So it's very appropriate for you to have that manual.
Yeah,
exactly
I
true.
thought so too, and. It felt right to always be literally by the book, and also interesting that I kept the briefcase of all things to keep. Yeah. Truly not a real. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he might have had several acts of heroism that were never reported when he actually was on the ground, but and he might have been an incredibly competent soldier once he was actually in battle. We don't know.
Well, they invited him back for
right.
Yeah,
they brought him into the next war.
Must have done something right.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be a proper interview without our producer, Ross Owen from Scotland, waiting in the wings. What's going on, brother?
Hey guys, hi David.
Hey, how are you, Ross? Hey.
I'm good, and enjoying every second of the stories so far.
It's a pleasure to be on the show. I really appreciate it.
I wanted to ask you, while we were talking about Dick Winters and the Dick Winters Leadership Project, I've managed to get 20 of the Band of Brothers cast together to agree to jump out of a plane in aid of the Dick Winters Leadership Project to have this monument of Dick Winters erected in Normandy. And 20 of the guys are doing it. We're going to host it in LA. If we keep in touch after this, perhaps you might like to come along on the day if you're free.
We should definitely be in touch about that. I'm interested. Let me know when and where exactly. If I can, if I could convince my well, I was going to say that if I could convince myself really to to do it, because It's funny. The first thing that popped in my head was that my wife and I are expecting right now. We're having a baby soon.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So that's a new feeling for me. So I'm a bit thrown. So, definitely let me know when and where. What a great idea! What a great idea!
I received a message from Richard Spate Jr. today as well, David. He said, "Tell Sobel he has to jump with his men."
I'm going to get in touch with him. Cheers. Thanks, Ross. Yeah.
Well, and one of the other things that I have yet to convey messages, Scotty Grimes wanted to send his regards. He was gonna try and call in, but he has since been usurped into something busy. So he's going to just send his regards and say hi to you.
Well, hi, malarkey.
Yes.
Or as we like to call him, bullshit.
A fitting name indeed.
How so?
Do you have any Jimmy Madio stories, David? Were you in opposite bunks at boot camp?
I thought he did a fantastic job. I think with him, he was one of the guys I really just had great affection for, and it was the hardest for me to not be friends with him, because I really wanted to be friends with that guy. I really wanted to hang out, but I knew, in terms of isolating myself from everyone, he was one of the guys that was like, I really like this guy. I want to hang with him. He's just such a sweetheart. But but I don't remember any particular pranks or anything with him.
Who did you hang around with on set? Who did you get closest to? Was there any other cast members that you became friends with?
Damien, to a degree, I bonded with. I guess because we had just so much together, we had so many scenes, and I'm still friends with him. I just saw him in a play in London, actually. And Simon Pegg, really, because he was my right-hand man in the series, and so I didn't have to isolate myself from him. And so, again, and Donnie was great, very, very nice. I see Dexter. I'm in touch with him sometimes.
One of the guys we're trying desperately to get on. I mean, Damien already says he was like one of the first guys. He says, as soon as I have time, I'm going to call in. I'm going to do it. So we have him in the wings waiting to go on, but we are trying to get a hold of Simon. And if you could be that guy to go, hey, if I did it, you have to. That would be great.
I'll shoot him an email when I get off the phone. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, fantastic! That would be like the icing on today's cake.
Absolutely. No, he's a busy bee himself. He's got a Bubba himself, and he's doing movie after movie. So I'm sure he'd love to, though.
Let me ask you one final question. Yeah. How would you sum up the heroes that you played, the real men of Easy Company?
Oh man, that's a toughie. I mean, they're just regular guys. They're just regular guys who rose to the occasion, and to whom I know I personally feel an incredible debt to. All the freedoms we enjoy in this country are in great part due to them. And I had 5 uncles who served, and so it was very personal to me, the experience. It was very meaningful. I felt great responsibility, as did everyone else, to try to put all of our heart and soul and mind into this thing to honor them as best we could. So I don't know, that doesn't really answer your question, but that's how I feel.
No, I think that answers it perfectly.
Oh,
that's an excellent answer. Nice. All right, David, we're going to let you get to your meeting. We appreciate your time today,
thank you, guys. Great what you guys are doing. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you so much. I should say on behalf of everyone who's listening right now, I like to speak for them sometimes because I stay connected with our listeners, the people in the chat room. They all want you very much to know how happy they are that you came on today and that they could, listen to your interview today. So I'm going to say thank you for them.
It's my pleasure, really. It's a privilege. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.